Good playgrounds should feel like part of the community with local features, trains, lifesaver huts, tractors and tank stands and sheepdogs running around. Playgrounds aren't just about having some fun. They're also about kids growing up and developing skills.
For us at Playworks, it's about giving the child a life experience.
G'day and welcome to the Free Hit, where we tackle some of the subjects in our game hockey. Tonight I'm joined by two of our experienced umpires, Lynn Hill and Adam Barry. Lynn, when is talking to the umpire too much?
Tom, I think it becomes too much when a player continually wants to have an argument with the umpire. I think asking a question is okay as long as it's in the correct manner, but in these days of the flow of the game, really the game just keeps travelling.
Adam, Lynn talked about the flow of the game. It's quickened up, so that's quicker for the umpires as well?
Exactly. The free pass, free hit, free pass, however you want to call it, has sped the game up so much that it doesn't really give as much time for a player to argue any decision. It's there, he needs to get out of the way and it's gone. So,
Lynn, the grading structure that we've got now, there's a difference between the higher grades, the lower grades as far as the standard of umpiring?
Yes, well, we do have a lot of very good and very experienced umpires in Brisbane, in both our men and women, and we do try and have umpire coaches at a lot of the Division 1 and 2 matches, and I think you're going to find that in every sport, that as you go down the grades, the umpiring becomes more difficult because the skill level's lower, and also the amount of decisions that have to be made is greater.
Comparisons with other sports, Adam, Lynn talked about it. How do we fare in the umpiring ranks?
Pretty good, I believe. The attitude of a lot of players is, I think, a lot better than what I've seen in soccer. Possibly rugby league. You noticed that this year that there's a lot of players running to referees and 24/7 arguing with just almost every decision. It's a lot better. Hockey's too fast for them to be able to do it.
So that's the reason? It's the quickness of the game now that stops the players from approaching it?
Definitely, I think so. The free pass just wipes everything out. A player doesn't have time now to free hit and then they've got to make the pass off. They've got to get back their 5 and defend it because that player can run straight past them now.
So the language on the field, Lynn, is an issue for us all. How do the umpires deal with that?
Yeah, I'd like to say that I don't think it's as a huge issue for hockey in Brisbane, but it does happen, and I think that we need to be aware of it and make sure that the players are aware it's not appropriate, particularly audibly, and that if there's spectators, younger people around, that we really don't want that, and we need to take some action, and even if it's initially just to say, there's to be no more of that before you move on.
How do they handle that, Adam, a player, when you approach them about language that's not directed at you?
I think umpire should do it in a friendly manner, not in an aggressive way. If the umpire comes across as saying, "Hey, I don't want to hear that language because it's audible to the kids that are around that really want to play this game, and we need to show that it's unacceptable," I think just find another word. Basically, it's easy. I mean, I'm a player. I know it's hard, but it's one of those things you've just got to accept to be able to not swear.
Well, that's it for another edition of The Free Hit. Thanks to Lynn Hill and Adam Barry for joining us tonight. Respect your umpires, and we'll see you shortly.